Hello, my name is Denny Patterson, and I am a writer with Instinct Magazine. And today I have the executive producer of White Party Global, Chris Diamond, discussing the long awaited return of White Party Palm Springs, the world's largest and most iconic gay weekend. Chris, thank you for taking the time to chat with me today.
Thank you.
So, first off, can you begin by telling us what this event is and why it is such a grand ordeal?
Well, this event actually started back in 1989. It was actually a gay dance party for Jeffrey decided one weekend he wanted to have a bunch of his friends out and to the desert. And it started at the Marquis Via Resort, which is now, I think, the Hotel Zosa, or there's a couple different things. I think they split it. But anyways, it started out as a 500-person party and now has turned into a 4-day weekend festival that attracts probably more than 30,000 people over the weekend, not just at the party, but obviously come into the town because it's such a fun event.
Awesome. Now, the WPG was founded by Jeffrey Sanker, is that correct?
The WPG was actually something we had discussed during his illness in the last couple of years, but I brought it to fruition after he passed away.
Okay. But the event was canceled last year due to Jeffrey's passing, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit more about his legacy and his role in bringing circuit parties to the forefront?
Well, when I think of his party, I think that there's no other LGBTQ party that has been a symbol for exclusivity and change than Jeffrey Sanker's White Party.
Mm-hmm.
I think that over the years, he had to go through many obstacles. His parties back in the time even got boycotted with picketers. He used to have to go behind in meetings with the city council. And there was always someone that was against these events. And now we've turned into where we are today.
Cool. So what can attendees expect this year?
Well, we have an amazing lineup planned. I think Jeffrey, if he were here, would be super proud. One of his biggest things was always about his DJ lineup. Yeah. And literally we have 13 DJs flying in from all over the world.
Nice.
Breathing a breath of fresh air into the party. We have some unannounced things that I'm not yet at liberty to say, but we will have some really awesome surprises coming up too.
Cool. Can you say who some of the DJs that will be there?
Yeah, we have Ben Baxton, Dan Slater, Mauro Mozart, Rick Braley. These guys are from Israel. Phil Romano from Italy, Oral Sabag from Israel. We have a really nice representation of people. Nice. I think we have like three or four from Brazil. But
okay, cool. So a big lineup. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you hope attendees take away from this event?
That we're back. And I think one of the best things is they have a safe place to mingle, be proud about about being gay or lesbian or whatever their sexual preference might be. And they can meet new people, and many of them develop lifelong relationships from this event.
Nice. This will be WPG's 33rd year?
32nd, I believe.
32nd? Okay, cool. And has it always been held in Palm Springs?
Yes.
Okay. Have you been involved with WPG since the beginning?
I've been involved. I was trying to figure it out. I think it's been like I think it's been about 25 years that I've been going.
Okay.
Now, I wasn't really involved for the last 10 years. I've been involved with Jeff, working with him on the party. Okay. Going as his good friend goes way back to the 25 years.
Okay.
But those were different times for me.
So you've been the executive producer for about 10 years now?
No, I've been the executive producer since he passed away.
Oh, okay.
He was the executive producer, but he left that for me to do after he passed.
Gotcha. So you're taking over the reins now.
Right.
Okay, cool.
But I would say for about the last 5 years, I went to all the city meetings with him. I think he was sort of positioning me for something like this.
Okay, awesome. So what are you personally going to do to ensure that WPG continues to grow and evolve?
Well, you've got to stay up with the times. I'm constantly mingling. I go to events around the world. I meet DJs. I talk to different people. I meet entertainers. I'm also in the event business.
Okay.
I host some of Hollywood's biggest parties or cater some of them. So I try to stay up with the latest trends, and hopefully we can keep moving in a positive direction.
Okay. Has this kind of always been your passion, party planning, event planning?
I love event planning because my favorite thing in the whole world is, if people know me, is to socialize and mingle with people. That is my favorite thing.
Nice. So is there a particular year of WPG that stands out or is the most memorable to you?
Oh my God. Yeah, I would say there was one year where somebody jumped out of a parachute down on the party. Michael Trigstad. We had, I think one of my favorite years was one of the recent ones, which I think was 2018. We had Kylie Minogue perform.
Nice.
I also remember when we had Toni Braxton, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande. No one knew who she was. The next year, oh my God, she blew up. Now, that's history.
Yeah.
So there were many really great years. I don't know if I could pinpoint one. There was so many.
A lot of great memories.
A lot of great memories and experiences.
Cool.
I'm so excited that we're able to do it again.
Yeah, for sure. Now, obviously, we are still in a pandemic and COVID cases have been on the rise again. So, what safety precautions are being put in place?
Well, we will do whatever needs to be done as far as whatever state, local protocols are. We're, of course, hopeful that by the time we get to May, they've really subsided, that the cases are really down. There's not another new variant, but whatever needs to be done, we're going to do whatever we do to keep people safe. One thing we'll do, certainly, we'll make sure that people either have to be vaccinated or they have to get a COVID test before they come to the event within whatever the time frame is. I don't know if it's 48 hours now or something like that, but we will follow whatever protocols because we want to keep people safe.
Okay. Now, just the off chance that it does not get better, is there a plan B if the event has to be canceled?
Well, we're thinking only positive, but I guess if that happens, we'll have to come up with another alternative.
Because in 2020, it was completely online, right?
It was completely online, and we have a lot of ticket holders actually that purchase tickets, and we're still going to honor those tickets. In fact, we actually are giving them the chance to use it this year or next year if this is a problem year for them.
Okay, cool. Now, you kind of mentioned it a little earlier, but can you kind of go more in depth as to how WPG all began?
Well, Jeffrey and I were talking about, one of the things in the last several years, I think it started about 7 years ago, we sort of branched off into Puerto Vallarta. And that whole thing was sort of stemmed by, I had a great friend down there. I spent a lot of time in Puerto Vallarta, and I remember one day I was talking with my friend. His name was Javier, and he owns several clubs there. And I said, "Hey, I bet my friend Jeffrey would love to do a party down here. It'd be great to have a white party." And I had called him, and I spoke to Jeff, and he said, "I haven't really been down there very much." So he came down, fell in love with it. And I made the introduction, and then we started our very first white party in Puerto Vallarta, which I think was about 6 years ago.
Okay, awesome.
6 years ago. And so that sort of led us to come up with this idea. Well, maybe we should change the logo to the parent company called White Party Global, because then we could do white parties in different places if we wanted to.
Okay, fantastic. Nice. So what kind of legacy do you hope WPG is leaving?
Say that one more time.
What kind of legacy do you hope WPG is leaving?
Well, again, I think the legacy is about having a safe place to be gay, be bisexual, transgender, queer, whatever it is. You can come and know that you're going to be safe, and you can meet lots of people and develop all these relationships. I think it's the most important thing of the legacy. And I think when I think or I talk to people about White Party, that's one of the, I've received a few phone calls from people that said, "Oh my God, we are just so excited that White Party is coming back because it's just a part of our culture of gay history for us." I mean, everybody always descended upon the desert and met, and so many of us have lifelong friends from that party.
For sure, definitely. So how can one find out more information, purchase tickets, stay up to date with WPG?
They can either go to the website, whitepartyglobal.com, or they can reach out if they want to email Gary at whitepartyglobal com. They can ask to be added to our mailing list. We send out a weekly mailing list, and we update the website weekly and the mailing list. We'll have all the new announcements coming up as they happen.
Great. And Gary, Gary?
Gary.
Okay, perfect. Are you on social media as well?
Yes, we're all over White Party. It's White Party Global, I believe.
Okay. It's everywhere.
I'm on it every day. I can't remember what it says. Let me see. I think or it might be White Party Palms. It's actually White Party Palm Springs.
White Party
It's still White Party Palm Springs because that's what it's always been for 32 years.
Okay, cool. Okay, and do you have a personal Instagram? Do you want people to follow you on?
They certainly can. It's I can't even remember my personal Instagram. It's let me see, the Real Big Chris D.
Okay, awesome, fantastic. All right, Chris. Well, before we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to mention or plug? Anything I might not have covered?
I really appreciate you taking the time, and we're so excited to have this, be able to do this event, and hopefully we'll be able to continue the legacy of the party for years to come.
For sure, definitely. All right, Chris. Well, thank you so much for your time. And if we have anything else, we'll reach back out. But we look forward to WPG in Palm Springs.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.